7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Raiders 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jalen Richard now on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jeremy Chin there defensively.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr.
Man, that should have been a pick. Oh, my God, that shit should have been a pick. That bullshit.
As they're able to get the 3rd down
conversion. Oh, my God.
1st down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time.
Like I'm missing some players, man. I don't even know shit about this bum ass team.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
They'll run on 1st down. Turner.
Let me
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd down, it's Turner. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. We figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it.
They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense. And you're exactly right. Force their early turnover, and now they'll try to attack again and again throughout the game.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A good balanced attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
Man, I fucked up. Man, I fucked up. Why did this shit switch like that? Oh, I fucked up.
Yeah, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now.
This nigga got
what
beat
he needs is one of his guys just to
76.
make a big play and disrupt things.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And he'll air this one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. A big play there for the Panthers. 46 yards. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the Panthers are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. On the ground, McCaffrey.
Oh, shitty block.
Get this
Oh,
back to the
shitty
3-yard
block.
line and no further.
Real shitty block.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal. That's the end of the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Oh, shitty blocks.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. To throw is Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there on those gloves. They help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He's going to, and this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, 43 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. Oh, nice move.
Damn, I can't.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now. Not necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
That's some larceny.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
56.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Torrey Mateo. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Why does he glitch like that?
Damon Arnett up to make the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The 27-yard line.
I hate that shit about this fucking guy. Fuck that nigga glitch like that.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Throwing left side, it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on them.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Panthers 28, Raiders nothing.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I
That's
think it's
some
time to put your
lucky
playmakers
ass
together
shit.
and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction.
That is just
so
garbage. That is just fucking garbage. That is fucking garbage. I hate Madden. That shit is garbage.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Switch.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just
It's
outside
garbage,
the 5
man. I
to
hate
6.
that fucking part of
It's
the
a gain
game.
of a yard, and it'll
Shit
set
be
up
playing with
2nd and
niggas,
goal.
man.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And
It's just too big. They gave you that bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit, man. I'm pissed now. I'm about to run this bitch up.
Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
For the point after.
I'm
That's
not sure
bullshit.
that they have illusions right now.
Probably you watching
Okay,
this
we're going to
shit.
score 8 times in a row. We're going to be terrific.
Man,
But
I'm
to
gonna
get
run the clock. I
one,
got shit to do.
That was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through.
That shit
and they
was
maintain
gay as
the
hell.
pace. We'll see as we go along.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
What the fuck is going on with this game, bro?
All athletes are seeking that, aren't they?
Maybe because I'm streaming at it, and this shit's sorry as hell.
It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mike 91. Hey, get the game. Get the way.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Play fake. Bridgewater. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And he's got room. And the return
because I didn't
just
float
a few
it.
yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the
Get
ball
back,
at the
though.
47-yard
Good defense,
line.
cuz. I hope you
Before
do
we
something.
came up to the booth, last thing he
Fight
said
back.
as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Second and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Oh, man, yeah, you really a Raiders fan.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but now it's third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing now is Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Over here,
He gets
goddamn.
this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Why is he choking like that?
Down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
That nigga beat that nigga 70-16, though. Stop him.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
K1 short.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 24, Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
Oh, my God, they didn't give me that pick. I'm so tired of this
Henry
shit.
Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, and it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Carr. Reception
Cross
here by
route,
Ruggs.
so bad.
And he's
Niggas,
gonna be out of
I'm
bounds,
gonna
but
pick
not before
all
he
that
takes it
shit off.
inside the 40. And give him a gain of 37.
I swear I'm gonna pick all that
They wanna
shit
be
off.
right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll try to get the running game going with
Man,
McCaffrey.
this shit is crazy. They won't let that nigga run.
But quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry,
Play a
so
little
it's second and
fast,
9.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
Bridgewater to throw it.
Yeah, I threw it right to you.
I
threw it right to you. I threw it right to you.
And he takes this one back
I give
into
you
the
something.
end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do is turn the ball over.
I gave you that
Now
one.
you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting, and we're still just in the third quarter here. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Panthers take over first and 10
I
at
gave
their
you
own
that.
25-yard line.
That's my bad. Good defense.
The Panthers out there and ready to
Let me
begin
know
their
you
next
alive.
drive.
I swear I thought you weren't here. I thought I was playing a kid.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
You like that?
And now off to the races down the right
like that
side.
shit?
And he'll take this into the end zone.
You like that shit?
Touchdown, Carolina.
That shit was dope.
Christian McCaffrey with
Gone.
3 Week 1 touchdowns.
See that?
And the Panthers add on
Should
to
have
their
quit,
lead.
didn't he? Damn. That nigga got nasty.
Slide for the PAT.
For the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Raiders 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Richard on the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Richard on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, it's Turner. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there.
Who the fuck is that nigga?
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. From the gun, Carr.
I seen it too. I seen it. Good shit.
16 yards.
I seen it. I swear I seen it.
We know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Carr completes
that man hurt.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside.
You'll get that man hurt.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st down.
You gonna throw another pick? Still made a tackle.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. A nice play
Still
design
made the
there
tackle
where
on that
pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on
another one. Another one.
Picked up by Troy Pride. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football
Stop
back.
playing with me, man.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey.
Look at all that push, man. Look at all that push.
1st down as the tackle made at about the 38.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true
This nigga a bomb.
And this will be incomplete.
Where that nigga at?
Play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
There you go.
2nd and 10.
Nigga's a fucking bum.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter from Charlotte. McCaffrey on the toss right. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line.
This nigga got this shit on 7 minutes, man. What the fuck?
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. Here's McCaffrey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. From the 35 on 2nd down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Man, go, bitch. Go.
Bridgewater now.
That nigga's bum.
And he will not be
I could have threw it somewhere else. Fuck that shit.
It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th.
This nigga's
the
ass.
Not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
I love this shit where you can't pick the same play, man. I swear I love this shit to death.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's caught.
Man, that is juicing. And they move my man. That's another pick.
Reaching the 21.
Pick up of 44 yards.
They give me another one. That nigga
1st
sweet.
down, Raiders.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard.
That's why you lose. They keep throwing that ball to that nigga.
Never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
23-yard line.
And my goodness, another interception.
Hey,
Jackson picks it.
told you.
The 30, the 20, 10, and he will bring
I told you. I told you.
Touchdown.
That shit don't work.
That one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown.
Keep throwing the ball to that man.
Closed, locked,
Fucking put Tanner Muse at receiver.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Panthers 42, Raiders 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over first down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Man, that slow-ass nigga, I ain't fucking with him.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive.
Absolutely nothing. Nothing.
This time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 6:37.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
That shit gonna get you smoked.
Operating from the gun. Carr.
He gone. You threw it to the wrong man.
Right side. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Burris. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile.
It's 2nd and inches.
They go play action. Bridgewater. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
That's another Panthers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Play action now. Bridgewater. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That won't going to work anyway. The play don't allow you to let it work.
Any surprise or throwing
they shut that shit down when they pick that shit.
Yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Bridgewater. They'll roll him out right.
I threw it. I threw it. He couldn't put it over his head. He ain't built like that. I threw it.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met
a wide playmaker. That nigga wouldn't even playmaker go to the back of the end zone. That's crazy.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll keep it on the ground. Turner. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run the option. They go with Jacobs. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Thompson. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. And keep it up.
Now this time, Carl throw. Now a desperation throw deep
Got
downfield. And
Got
that's
him.
caught inside the 35.
Got him.
And somewhat of a measure of
got him.
revenge as he's in for the touchdown.
I didn't even know that was Ruggs
Still
over there,
trail
bro.
big time.
He'll take it, but he won't
sure
be able to
didn't.
smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah,
that
it's just
nigga's
something
coming.
maybe positive to
Good
look
game,
at on
man.
film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Raiders.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good.
Good
And
game.
that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added.
I was just trying to run the clock out. I thought you were going to tackle me.
This late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more.
Raiders 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Man, kneel that shit, man. Stop playing. Come on, bro. Deal that motherfucking shit, please.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Today's final score,
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Panthers, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
face it. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told ya?